Hi. The overarching theme that I picked up for my 2-week course is lies, specifically how various acts of deceit can function within families and the role they serve in the caretaking of older or ailing family members. So, I think it is fair to say that most of us have told a lie or been lied to at some point in our lives. In fact, research says that we are lied to anywhere between 10 times a day to as many as 200 times a day. Now, as kids, we are taught that it is wrong to lie. Most people perceive lying as bad and harmful, especially in the context of family. For example, in an infidelity scenario, you might have heard people say something like, "It's all the lies and deceit that is built around the affair that is the true villain here." Now, it is true that lies can cause irreparable rifts in relationships. They can create distrust and can even make those being lied to question their sanity. But what about the so-called white lies? The lies we tell to shield someone from what we believe is a hurtful or damaging truth. Is that harmless? Could it even be beneficial in the long term? The two films I picked out for my 2-week course deal with this idea of lying being sometimes a necessary tool to protect your loved ones. The first film I picked out is a German film named Goodbye Lenin. It is set in East Berlin in Germany right around the time the Berlin Wall falls, the wall which is dividing the communist-controlled East Berlin from the capitalist West Berlin. The film follows a young man, Alex Kerner, as his mother, who is a very devout member and advocate of the East German Communist Party, suffers a heart attack and falls into an 8-month-long coma. As she awakens, the two sides of the Berlin are now reunited, and with it come free elections and capitalism. A doctor tells Alex that any shock could potentially kill his mother, and so Alex decides to keep the fall of the Berlin Wall and all the subsequent political developments a secret from his mother. Now, this deception turns out to involve everything from putting new Western pickles into old Eastern jars to creating his own news segment that he would then play out for his mother. The second film I picked out to illustrate my theme is The Farewell. It follows a young woman named Billy. Billy is played by an American actress, Awkwafina, that you might remember from playing Peg Lynn in the movie Crazy Rich Asians. So, in the film, Billy travels back to China to say goodbye to her beloved grandmother that just got diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. However, as Billy finds out, the family decides to not reveal the terminal illness to Billy's grandma, believing that preserving the peace of the dying grandmother is more important than telling the truth. Now, both of these films show family members trying to protect their vulnerable loved ones from bad news that may hurt them. They give us an insight into the burden some of these family members choose to take on as they withhold the truth from their loved ones. I believe both films also explore the dynamic between the younger and the older family members, specifically how the younger family members view their responsibilities to the older family members, and how they tailor their communication to meet these perceived responsibilities. All right, thank you for listening.